Hey YouTube, welcome back to One King's Enough. Let's do some more adventure. So you'll notice I have played a little bit just to see what's going on, but I'm going to replay these levels with the regular castle because I figured out that these adventure levels actually give you a unique castle that you could use, and I'll show you what they do after the run. Um, hmm, Frontier shop or soldier. I don't want. Oh, hello. Hey, beautiful. Yeah, so the Forge King is very interesting. This is what his castle does: is at the start of the match he adds a super bomb, and his income is 11, and he gets 3 people, but I get 4. My castle also gives me a building range, and then he starts with a stone mason, which this is a unique card that you can only get if you're using the Mountain Forge castle, which is very interesting. Anyway, just get right into it. Also, with playing a bit on adventure and ranked mode, you can actually unlock skins for your units, which is pretty cool. My guys kind of look like slimes. House. I'm not going to place another house because we have... Actually, maybe I'll place another house, but we have two houses on the floor, so... See, then I have 20 income. Okay. That was a pretty easy one. So the Forge King is interesting, by the way, and I should note... Ooh, bell? Some funky. Like a spacious house. Something a little better. We could go for like a tower, maybe. Something to note about... Well, what the hell was I saying? I forgot what it was already. Oh, the stonemason. I remember what it is. They pave over the farmland with cobblestones. And the cobblestones actually give you 33% increased movement, and it transforms back into a farmland after being hit with a projectile or another person. So what's funny is that I actually played with a Jizo earlier, and it the protected land, I couldn't slam the protected land because he had the cobblestone over it. Did absolutely nothing. So it's kind of a new way to counter Jizos. And cows as well. Counters cows. It's really good. At least so far, that's what I've known. Okay, so let's get rid of a house, because we have a spacious house. And then we're just gonna chill. So kind of what I'm thinking of what would counter the build is like projectiles. Or I think soldiers could also do it. Which is that's what I'm leaning on right now. We have another barracks. Armory. We'll just kind of do like a mix of both. Have another bell, bing bong. If we could do a bing bong, I'd be very happy with that. So I'm going to place down some economy, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a bell. I think about right there is fine. Could always be worse. Place a tower right there. And then try not to place anything in the range of the bell. I don't want to get some barracks down. You can see that little engineer kind of running about. I don't know if he activates any buildings. I'm not entirely sure. So let's runestone another one of these away. There's Yeah, see, the soldiers are kind of running through the cobblestone, which is interesting. So I wanted to test a couple things before I did the first round. Crash of the house. Wall is fine. Another bing bong. And this. Could use a monastery. Will help with our bells. This is much better round to start with. Oh, you got another engineer. Yeah, but you can see those guys are just coming through. I mean, they do. I think they do it. I'm not sure if they activate anything. But they can take over land, which is interesting. Okay. Bong. So let's do a bing bong right there. It's not going to hit anything, but that's fine. And then we get an extra projectile. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to place a bing bong right here. So now the bing bongs are going to activate each other. And if I could find my tower, then I would place my tower right here. Let's get rid of it. Kind of know what we're kind of doing already. Dojo. Not really. Hall tower? Yes. Bomb is interesting. Oh, there's the militia barracks. But we cannot take it right now. I don't think, because we need to find something that helps with our money. Another monastery we could... I mean, we could take a clock star, but I'm kind of looking for, like, a hunting lodge. It's kind of what you want when you're doing a bing bong. You know, Balhuna. Okay, so we just get a couple of dudes, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to put our tower down here. And then we're going to do a bing bong right here. And another tower. And then what we want to do is get this armory up. Okay, now that the armory's up, our bing bongs are working. But you can see the kind of the problems that we're having. So we're gonna place a tower, a wall right here, and block that off. But you can see that the projectiles are helping getting through. Oh, look at the tavern though. That's kind of a cool combo. Another bell. We really need that hunting lodge. Not gonna lie, bank would be interesting. Casino's interesting. We could go with the architect's house. The jeweler is not bad, but we don't have any way to get to the jeweler. That's kind of the problem that I have with the jeweler, is that it's kind of a huge buy-in cost. Let's just take the book, and then cope and see, basically. Kind of where I'm sitting at. Ooh. Observatory. That'll help. Once we get enough projectiles. This is a very dangerous map. Okay. Tea house. We need to get houses up immediately. So that's kind of hilarious. And then here's what we're going to do. That'll help us get some in. Place our more support buildings down here. Get rid of a tea house. income hits, and then we have another bell. Let's reroll. Okay, now we can place a tower. And then we need a armory. That should make our bells kind of do their thing. Another... It's kind of working. Kind of worked. Like a hunting lodge and an armory. I think we're good to go afterwards. In a car, when selecting cards, you need cards from other cards. This is an interesting one. But we're going to do the rare card chance. We get a rare card immediately. We need to find the hunting lodge. Okay, beautiful. Perfect. Great. Let's just take a pot of change. See if we can get anything out of our other crap cards. But now that we have the hunting lodge, we have everything that... Start with a bell. Probably not place tiles. Just get a tower down. To place our houses away. Get a wall up there. And I'll just place a tea house because why not? It'll help. Okay, book. There's the super bomb. Let's reroll now that with our book. And then we can get another bing bong. Bing bong again. Okay, here's the armory. And we're strategically trying to stay with low population. So then we have this, and then the bells should start to activate each other. Okay. Bing bong, power. Then here's the hunting lodge, and it's a little late in the round, but you can see our hunting lodge is already kind of helping. So we need to do that just faster, or get a better hand, probably maybe like a flag, so we can help sift through our hand. Watchtower, we already have an observatory, so that's just going to be no. Let's stick another long wall, and another wall. Watch. Okay, perfect. I re-roll this hand. There we go, 2 houses. Just need like 2 minimum. And then these economy buildings are supposed to just kind of help. Get that down, and then we can get our support buildings before we get down our bells. Because what we want to do is we want to place our bells in the middle. So let's pause here. Think about it. 3 building, so we could go power, probably. So bell, 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 and then power. Put our bells in the middle. And then let's place a wall to just kind of... It's probably not going to be very good to have our bells right next to the walls. However, it will help when they fire projectiles. Just kind of mess that up a little bit. That's okay. Another bell. Okay, they're kind of working now. The goblins are kind of sneaking through, which is a little weird. But the towers are doing help. The fact that we're actually placing second is wild, to me, at least. We want Balhuna. Where's the Balhuna? Okay. Well, that was really sad. 2 towers is fine. Architect's house is also fine, because that's going to make our stuff cheaper. That did not go the... And we have a terrible hand. So we're just going to bell right there. And let's get down the hunting lodge first. Perfect. Somebody place down the clock tower, which is it. Do. Now that we have a correct bell set up, gotta make sure these 2 bells are kind of in range for each other. And then let's get this tall tower down. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna place a wall here. Here's the architect's house, so let's save for the architect's house. It'll help. Especially since we have extra walls as well, so if we pull out extra walls, you have a lot of good combos with the... Our build is still just though. Oh my gosh, that's a bomber. That's another unique building that the guys get. They have a chance to attack adjacent tiles. Which is, first of all, terrifying. I don't know if you can already see, but it is really scary. Second hunting lodge. Actually, in order to maintain our score, just long wall right here. We can get our hunting lodge down. And then, if only we had... literally anything else. I think our deck's a little too fat, but I think we've stabilized with enough score using our walls. The Forge King's having a crazy build right now. Arc of Triumph is okay. Let's put the quarry. Kind of help our health. The volcano is hilarious, but I think I'm going to skip. And then another tower. Okay. I like this setup going. Let's bust a reroll. Start a build. Place our support buildings way in the back. Ensure that they don't cause any problem. All here. Block that off. And continue with our bell chain. And with this armory, now our bells are going to start activating each other. The goblins are still alive. I don't know how that is. Let's get our book down. Ironworks will give us more money. We can put it in the back over here. Okay, and here's a tower. Place that right here in front of the rocks. Very nice. Let's bust a reroll. And here's the hunting lodge. Perfect. Our money's go up a lot more. And then we can use that to get the architect's house. We haven't achieved perfect bell just yet. And here's what we're gonna pull off blue. Perfect. And then we're gonna keep expanding. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wall this off. Perfect. Get another tower. Hunting lodge. And let's Potta change this barracks because I haven't used it. And a witch's house. Sure. Bombard that guy. Why not? And then we can place down 2 towers. Right here. Look at that. Oh man. Kind of working. Let's get an observatory. Look at that. Little bombarding going on. Beautiful. If only we had a Bahuna. But the game didn't want to give it to me. Okay. So we gotta win this last match. These are really bad. Just take the fountain, I guess. Marble quarry. And another hunting lodge. It's kind of a little depressing, but this round is... Holy moly. This round's gonna be easy peasy. Alright, so let's get down our economy buildings to start. There's a lot of excess land to take, and there's walls in between us. So I think our bell setup is going to be in the center of the map. But we have enough time to kind of get everything going. So... Perfect. And then let's get a bell kind of in the back. We're going to re-roll this hand. Perfect. Hunting lodge. That's what we're looking for. And then we need a tower right there. That'll start help taking some land away. And then we can place like a suspicious long wall. Not worry about it. We can super bomb this. Some more units out. And then we're gonna book. And then probably reroll. There's our other hunting lodge and armory. This is what we're looking for actually. There we go. Another bell. Okay. Beautiful, look at that. Get some more towers going. And then what we do is we have another bell. Hunting lodge again, and then observatory. So these guys should still only be ever really hitting the towers. And then we just get a couple more houses to support. Valkyrie for extra... yeah, this is Valkyrie for extra score. And then we could Potta change this. A bomb. We can wall that off. Perfect. I think we got this one in the bag. Put some more walls over there. And just a fountain. Why not? We could bomb this open. Beautiful. That's how it's done. That was the Mountain King. Take care, YouTube.